morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the morning show right here on the new Main Street TV. Jennifer here, of course, and we're so happy to have you here with us on this sunny Wednesday. And the birds are definitely chirping, the pollen is pollinating, and the allergies are sneezing. But we are here and we are happy, and we have birds in the building. It's great. They're very happy too to be here. So hope you're having a wonderful day. And guess what? We have a special guest here on the program, and guess what? He's sitting beside me.
Oh my God!
Yay, Carman's here!
Finally break the ice and get back to somewhat normal.
You know, it's so good to see you, number one, your face, and number two, to have you sit in here beside me. And I was talking to Carman last night, and I said, you know what I think would be very fitting, since, you know, you've been with us since the get-go.
Yeah,
I said, I think it would be wonderful if you were our first guest back to sitting right here in the hot seat.
Isn't that crazy? It's been over a year.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been... we were talking about a golf tournament the other day, and I thought, we haven't played this for 2 years.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. It's just, getting what? I mean, I'm not panicking like a lot of people have been, but it's been crazy. It really has been.
Well, and, of course, Mark Carman here, and you made a comment right before the show started, and I never thought about it, and I don't think you would care of me mentioning, but boy, you've had a heck of a year, heart attack, COVID, the whole 9 years. I mean,
I've had it all.
I'm like, if something's going to happen to you, I mean, at least you did it in 1 year, right?
Well, I had a vacation before it started. Just after I came back from vacation, that's when
it just all hit the fan.
Oh, well, at least that I did in bad weather and cold weather, and I had 10 days off, and, there's nothing wrong. Sometimes COVID wasn't as bad for me as it was for some, so just sat home. I stayed home a couple extra days and watched TV and relaxed.
I know. I'm
then it didn't help much.
Right.
Then I had the heart attack about a week or two later. It's fun getting older.
Oh, God. So, do they think one had anything to do with the other? Or was it just a weird coincidence?
I really don't know. It's a weird, I took all my medicine and been exercising on all that stuff. And, it's funny, about a week before that, I had a kind of a semi-attack, and I went to it always happens to me on Sunday. It's something about Sunday for me. So, I went to the emergency ward and everything. They ran all the tests, said everything looked okay. So they went and said I should see my heart doctor. I said, okay. And of course, it got busy and didn't go. About 2 weeks later, I woke up.
Wait, you're a man and you didn't go to the doctor like you were supposed to?
Well, shocking, I didn't. But, I felt okay. I thought, well, maybe just one of them weird days. And I had a doctor's appointment coming up anyway. But I woke up, went to bed Saturday night, felt good. About 1:30, 2 o'clock, woke up. My right side, not my left side usually is your heart attack deal.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, maybe I'm sleeping on my arm. That's what's bothering me. So anyway, I got up and watched TV, and it just, that aching pain would not go away. So finally, 8 o'clock, I'm still up all night. I never went back to sleep. Finally, Sandy woke up and said, I think I got issues of some sort. So I went to Holzer, and let alone, they shipped me down to Holzer and Gal Place and put 2 stents in Monday.
Good grief.
So, life is good.
Surprise, you're having a heart attack, buddy.
Yeah, that was shocking. I mean, I really wasn't expecting this one at all. When I had COVID, I was a little huffing and puffing, but they said that was kind of common.
Sure, like short of breath.
Yeah, short of breath. And I was putting up some Christmas stuff, decorations up in the attic, and walking up there, and I was huffing and puffing. And
yeah, that makes sense.
Excuse me.
I know we're both dying of allergies, by the way, so just sorry.
But anyway, main thing is I came through it. I did the 30-day rehab, and so feeling pretty good.
Good.
And playing a little golf and working and, living the stressful life we live anymore. Always on the go. No stopping for the slow. Every night somewhere to go, baseball for the grandkids, Got to go to Gal Place, Piketon, blah, 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 go Pike cars. The good thing is we got a lot of new things going on at the car lot, so that's pretty cool.
Well, good.
We can,
This is a great time to talk about it.
I can, if you want to start talking, you know me, I jabber all day.
Oh, honey. No, I think that is exciting. And we've, James actually had a good idea. We weren't able to get it started today, but
I think that's a great idea what you brought up.
Next time, maybe you come up, we can take, 10 minutes or so and have somebody out at the lot while you're here.
Cool.
And then they can Skype in or call in and actually physically show some of the cars.
That is fantastic. I just wasn't organized today to do it.
That was an afterthought.
It was, we've been, believe it or not, if you don't know, if you're driving around, you look at all the car lots. They're really thin on cars.
I've heard that. I've heard that a lot of the lots just can't get inventory.
Well, the new car lots can't get inventory. Chevy and Ford are really known for it. They can't get the chips. And believe it or not, there's Ford has got a bunch of cars stored, and Chevrolet does too, until they get the chips. What happened was a factory burned up in Taiwan or somewhere around that area.
Oh no!
And they made all the chips.
Like the computers for the guts of the car, right?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess it's just a computer chip.
Oh.
Anyway, that thing burned down, and anyway, they just haven't been able to build. They've been building the cars, but what they're doing, they're taking the chips they got, building the car, taking the chip, moving it out into storage, taking that chip back, and doing that.
So just using the same chip for every car to make sure that they're working right and that they can move them.
And they've been shipping a few, from what I've been understanding. But I was at a Chevrolet. I was a Chevrolet dealership, and they got one new truck in stock. I've heard anywhere from some of the big car lots will sell, 200 to 300. Only got about 20 new trucks or 20 new cars in stock.
Wow.
So it's really serious out there right now. So what's going on is, like us, we're strictly a used car dealer, but a lot of the new car dealers now are buying a lot of used cars. So it's really thin out there right now. The prices, it's a good time to sell your car. A lot of the dealers are buying their cars because they need cars, and they're selling. They're selling really well right now. So, but it's been a little tough, but we still got we got a great selection of cars, trucks, vans.
You do.
SUVs. So if you're looking for a car, truck, van, we got it.
Do you still have my Beetle out there?
I got two Beetles. I bought another one. I got I got a little Beetle convertible out there.
Do you really?
Yeah. You haven't seen it?
No, I've seen the black one.
Yeah.
So Courtney and I are going to sneak out one night and put little silver eyelashes on the black one.
Believe it or not,
we think that it should have eyelashes.
Believe it or not, the last two, but I think the third one back I bought one actually had eyelashes on it.
They're so cute.
I know. We took them off because we didn't think the customers would want them. But I think it was a white or a little yellow Beetle we had, and it had the eyelashes on it, which is pretty cool.
They're so cute.
But that's
so you have a convertible out there.
Yeah, a little Beetle convertible. Shit, I can't remember anything. I got too many things.
He brings his list with him. That's good.
I did bring my list today. If I still.
You never come that prepared.
Well, I just happen to have it today. Most of the time I'd leave it at work. And that's off. I think it's a, let's see if I can find it. See if this is an up-to-date. Oh, yes, it's pretty close. Should have it. That's just a level. Now I got to search. They all look the same. They all act. I know the.
So Volkswagen doesn't make the Beetles anymore. So are they hard to get worked on or serviced or anything?
I don't think so. We got that 2017 Black Beetle you were talking about. 62,000 miles.
Cute.
It's a one-owner vehicle, and I bought that down in Charleston from a new car dealer, and it's like $14,995, 62,000 miles automatic, fully equipped. Now the little Beetle you're talking about, I don't know if it's on here or not. We just might have got it, and oh, here it is. 2008, just flipped 100, $89.95.
Oh, under 10,000?
Under 10 grand. How about that bad boy?
Wow.
That is a nice car. Automatic, air, power steering. To let your hair flow in the wind.
So cute.
How much more can you ask for?
Right?
Yeah. You would look good that. You and Jamie.
What color is it?
It's your favorite color, blue.
How do you know what my favorite color is?
I always
You're just telling me.
That's just a good guess. Somebody says, what color it is? I always say, it's that color, and it's your favorite color.
You are a nut, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any problem getting any parts or service, stuff like that.
I mean, they've been making Beetles for a lot of years, so.
Shoot, if they run out, they can go over to Brazil. I guess they're really popular over in Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, I think they're still producing them over there, over in Brazil. I think they're still making some Beetles, but I think they're electric. I think that's what I heard.
That would be fun.
The Beetle bus, I think, is electric. I think that's.
Wouldn't that be hilarious to have one of those?
Well, I hope it's gas and electric. Like the. I pass these Teslas. I'm seeing a lot more Teslas on the road today.
Yeah.
But to me, those are crazy cars for crazy money, and you can only drive them 200 miles maybe.
Yeah, you couldn't even. I mean, you could barely drive to Columbus and back, and go anywhere in the city and then come back.
I've noticed up in Polaris they have places which you can hook up to.
Mm-hmm. There's one in Chillicothe now. Did you?
Oh, is there really?
It's right in front of where Elder Bierman was.
Oh, I did not know that.
Behind Tumbleweed. Yeah.
But it's still not free. You just don't plug in. It costs you money.
Correct.
So.
Yep.
I'm going to spend $100,000. It's not going to be on a battery car. I'm going to buy me a Corvette. Buy me something that's
it goes vroom vroom real loud.
Some will go somewhere.
And real fast.
Yeah.
No, I saw that you encountered a Ferrari the other day, wasn't it? At the sale.
Yeah, I took a set. Anytime I see special cars like that.
And you didn't buy it.
I didn't buy it. I didn't know. In fact, it was funny. Two ladies from Mannheim came up to me and said, did you buy that? I said, no, to be honest with you, I was just looking at it. I said, it's pretty cool. I didn't see any numbers on it, what day it was running or whatever, but it was really a nice car. Favorite color, red with black leather.
I mean,
sharp,
if you're going to buy a Ferrari, it's got to be red and...
You better have some serious cash on that, though, because, Ferraris, if you even get them worked on in the service department, you're talking big money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who even works on a Ferrari?
Not me.
I would have to say they would have to be especially.
You would have to take that to a special shop or a Ferrari shop or something like that. But now we see all kinds of crazy cars up there. Crazy. My favorite one today is the new Corvette. I think it is absolutely awesome.
They are gorgeous.
Gorgeous, man, I'll tell you.
They have a pretty good waiting list on those too, don't they? The new ones.
They're nuts too. Not this Wednesday, but a couple Wednesdays ago, they ran a used Corvette with 2,500 miles of 2021. Stickered for around 65 to 70,000. Sold for 105,000. You figure that.
Wait.
Yep.
New. It was 65,000.
65 to 68, somewhere in that ballpark.
And someone paid 100,000.
105,000. 105,000.
Wait, don't they know that used cars go backwards?
Evidently not in Corvettes.
Holy moly!
Isn't that crazy?
We should be buying some Corvettes and taking them to the sale.
Well, if you can find one,
right?
It's just like everything, with all.
There they are. Yeah, they kind of actually look like Ferrari-ish in a way.
Oh, they're a beautiful car. This is the first Chevrolet Corvette. They can build these for all around the world now. So, you got the right-hand seat, like over Japan. They can build it where you can have the steering wheel on the right side.
Oh,
it goes over to Europe.
So they can go back and forth.
Back and forth. So that's the nice thing about them. So they're in the rear engine. Of course, I haven't drove one. I haven't been inside one, but they're really sharp. And for the money, I'll be honest with you, for an expensive sports car like that, 65 is not a bad deal.
No, actually, it isn't. And like you said, if you can find one.
Yeah, it's a fine one. Now there's some out there for over 100,000 and stuff like that, but it's a different, got more
bells and whistles.
Yeah, more bells and whistles. Yeah. But and then, of course the convertible. I think there's a couple of them running around in Jackson, and they got them just before they got really hot, or before they must have been at the door before they dropped them off. But I think in the next year a lot of that stuff will all start coming down in price.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, what the future holds for all of us, for, just humankind, and then business, just everything.
Well, everything. It's just, there's shortage of everything, I've never been, in my lifetime, I would not think there would be so much shortage of everything like there is. It takes a while to get car parts on some certain parts. It's just, getting people to work. I was telling you, I was coming back from Indianapolis. We went to IndyCar race over last Saturday.
Yeah.
We stopped in Batavia at the Big Frisch's Big Boy, 8 o'clock. Walked in, and they were somewhat busy, not really packed, but they were busy. Of course, it's 8 o'clock, and the guy at the usually they sit you down, take your order, and
Sure.
whatever. And the guy sitting there at the cash register says, "Hey, I'll take your order, and you can pay for it now. We have one cook and one server. That's all we got." And I went, "Wow." I thought, man, that's going to be really tough. But by God, I have to say one thing: we paid for it. We sat down. They brought our drinks right out for us, and we got our food a little bit. It took maybe a little long, but that was fine.
Sure.
But the
Isn't that crazy?
The server came, got us. I mean, our pop and water, what we needed, really quick, and our food came out. It was all good. And I told the server that, I said, "Good job." I said, you guys did a better job. Some places I've been had a lot more help, and they got our food and our drinks. And sometimes you'll sit and everybody's so busy they can't get to you all the time. But that is crazy. I've never been to a restaurant where they had one server, one cook, but they warned you before you sit down.
And I think, this is the deal. I think that communication is certainly key with a lot of this stuff. I was talking to another friend who said that they had stopped at a restaurant in Athens, and kind of same situation. He said when they pulled up, the parking lot was fairly empty, so they were like, "Oh, cool, we can get right in." So they walked in, and they said it'll be a half-hour wait. And they were like, "What?" And they're like, we have same thing. We have like one cook and one server, and we don't want to seat the whole restaurant and have everybody angry. So if y'all don't mind waiting a minute, like we'll get to you. So they were like, "Okay, fine." But I mean, it's
nuts.
It's getting crazy. And it's not just the restaurant business. It's
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere is lacking on help.
I was talking to a buddy yesterday. I ran into at the down at the Quick Stop. Free plug for them. I was getting gas.
Cheap gas.
That's right. And he works for a local company, and he said that they're down to a crew of 4 people. They had 2 people walk out this week, and just they can't find anyone to work either. And it's just it's confusing.
I think that and the restaurant business been hard. You guys been hit harder because somebody told me in Circleville they had to close one of the restaurants there, one of the fast food places, because nobody showed up for work.
Yeah.
Now, how do you not show up for work? But
just don't.
You just don't. I guess
you just don't.
Money, I guess.
It's wild, but that's I guess.
I think
hopefully it'll all work itself out. It'll all come full circle.
I think once the unemployment all runs out here in the fall, I think if you got people are collecting unemployment, if you're collecting good money, why work?
Listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, and Jamie and I have said this too. Like, if I could do that and be at home with my children, or have time to spend time with your family, or do other things that you might want to do, I'd be doing the same thing.
You're getting $500-$600 a week.
Heck yeah.
Why not? To a certain degree, tax free, but
I can't blaming anybody.
But I look at it this way. I think when that starts all running out, some of the states are dropping some of the extra money.
The little benefits. Yeah.
I think people that are looking for a job, they better start early, because I think a lot of these jobs will fill up fast as they get close to fall. Yeah. At least that's my opinion. Not that that means anything.
Well, I'm very interested to see just how, as a country, hopefully we all stick together and band together and help each other out, as I feel like we kind of have during this pandemic. And other than the toilet paper issue, bunch of greedy people out there.
Then, of course,
how much toilet paper do you really need, right?
I thought, what's up with this? I remember we stopped one night. We were coming back from Columbus, and we stopped at the store somewhere in Surfwell instead of going all the way back when we got back to Jackson. Yeah. Sold out. Both places we stopped sold out.
None.
What the heck is going on? Oh, it's nuts. I tell you, it's been funny. And of course, they had the deal on the gas shortage here last week. Yeah, and for sure. I had some people down Myrtle Beach, and they had a hard time finding gas, but they did find gas to get home. One guy saw a tanker pulling up into one of the gas stations, so he
lurked it.
So he just pulled up and held his space. But That's nuts, man. I'll tell you.
It is. We were supposed to go on a little road trip down to the Carolinas here in a couple weeks, and Jamie's like, "Oh, I don't feel like that's a good idea because
I think they got it solved now.
I think it's good
It's
now.
all good now. I think they said last week it should be all pretty well solved by this week.
Yeah, we'll get it filled back up. No problem.
But anyway, we got some good things. A couple things. We got a new service manager at the car lot. We got Renee Thompson is our new service manager at the car lot. And Jason's out there working. So we got 2 full-time mechanics. We're open out there for service from 9 till 4.
Okay.
So we got that going on. A couple of new items we're having on the car lot now is I just signed a contract yesterday with Carfax. So
yes.
Any car that we're going to be putting on the internet here, probably starting next week, here in about a week, everything you can pull a Carfax. So if you go on the internet and you see a car in there, you'd like to get a Carfax on it, you can pull Carfax on. So
and explain what that is in case people don't know. You see the commercials, but I don't know if they explain what it really is.
Well, the Carfax kind of gives you the history of the car.
Right.
How many owners this has, if it's had an accident. The good thing I like about the Carfax part of it is if it's had an accident, which, more likely somebody's had a fender bender. It'll say right fender's been repaired, which is no big deal. It'll show you, from what I understand, it'll tell you what type of accident it had.
Or been through a hurricane, you might want to run.
Yeah, or flood, flooded cars.
Kind of thing.
Just a real history of the car. So the good thing about it is when you come out the car lot, I don't have to tell you, I got a note from the former owner. That was a joke on Carfax. So he said, "You got the Carfax?" I got a Carfax, but I got a letter here from the former owner.
This thing is A-OK, top notch.
So we're going to be doing a lot of that starting off here next week, which we've been able to do that anyway, but this is a pretty good deal where we can put it on our internet space. So anyway, that's pretty exciting, and we just got a couple of new places. We're buying cars now, and having to go to the sale. I can buy them on my cell phone now. That's how things are getting so crazy. Technology is crazy, but and we got a new company that's helping us buy cars. So we got a lot of good things going on. Trying to buy the top-notch cars that's selling. So a lot of good things. We're still running the short hours from 9 till 6. But if you need to come in to look at cars later, that's no problem. We'll be happy to work with you on that. And we're short staffed. We still got my son's Chris Carman's doing all the F&I and selling, and Scott's shoots.
Yep.
And so, like I said, we're a little short staffed too, but hey, we can make it happen.
Oh yeah.
And we've been busy. I'm telling you, it's been.
I mean, this guy's been known to sell a car once or twice.
Oh yeah.
Too.
Yeah. All the time. Hey, if we're busy, I got to do what I got to do. I get out there and hustle, help
Retirement schmirement. I'm going to sell cars.
Somebody keeps asking, when are you going to retire?
You're funny.
Yeah. What's that? I got some friends retired. I think, man, that ain't going to happen to my. That's not going to happen to mine. Too many things going on.
Yep.
But
which is a good thing.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the business changes every day. And
especially this year.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, I think one good thing is pandemic. It's really bringing out some good ideas on stuff. Just like for instance on the restaurant there in Batavia.
Yeah, they were thinking outside the box. That's brilliant.
They had one guy just taking the order, get the money, so you didn't have to wait to pay when you left. And the one server and the one cook. So, I mean, it worked out pretty smooth. I was really impressed. I said, I've never been to so many restaurants where you couldn't hardly get somebody to get you a drink, and they had a bunch of them. And there are 3 people running this place. Now, it wasn't packed. They had people in there, but they had a really good little system. But I think that's one thing about the pandemic.
It definitely makes you think.
It does. And as far as, buying cars and things like that, and, a lot of times, I mean, when the pandemic hit, we couldn't go to any of the auctions.
Right. They weren't doing them in person, I assume.
No, they weren't doing them.
So how did you buy cars?
Just the internet.
Just online.
There are some of them that you could go to, but you had to, wear your mask and all that. And what really made you mad is they'd bring the car up and the driver's pulling the car through and had the window up so you couldn't look inside the car. So you had to get out to the car and look at it before they ran through.
Oh, so you had to be really prepared.
Yeah, so it's not like sometimes you see a car and you want to run in and look around and the guy or lady wasn't allowed to roll the window down, which is crazy, but
Well, and buying cars online, let's just be honest, is a little bit.
it's
I mean,
good. It's good
I
and
don't want to
bad.
say scary because it's this checks and balances system, I think, where they can't really lie about online cars because if they do, it's going to come back on them. So they
Well,
need to be very honest about.
the good thing if you buy them online now, and I've been doing this a lot, when you buy a car, either online or there, it's called a post sale inspection.
Okay.
So if you buy it and you drive and everything, which is always fine after you get done with the sale. But if you don't, you want to know more about the nuts and bolts, you pay an extra $100, $150 to $200. And what they do, they put it up and look it over, check it out really good. And then if they find anything, they'll call you and say, hey, this is done to this car, or this car needs this. It's got a noise in the engine. You don't have to buy it. They're used cars. I mean, but there's no perfect car out there.
No.
Not even new
There's
ones.
no perfect new car, yeah.
No. But the good thing about the post sale inspection, which I do that on all of them now, is if you get them back and you find something else wrong with it, you can basically they'll pay for it.
Oh, okay.
Or most of it, whatever depending on what the problem is. Or if they find it's got a major problem, you don't have to buy it at all.
So it's kind of like an insurance almost.
It's like an insurance, it really is. So it gives you.
That's so good.
Well, there's 1,000 cars out there, or 5,000 cars that go through some of these auctions. You only got a few minutes to look them, even online. They've
Right.
got great pictures of the cars, but sometimes pictures are deceiving.
Oh, yeah.
They could take a picture of me and make me look awful good looking, younger and whatever. Then you get there and you think, wow, what happened to that? Must have been the light.
Yeah, same.
I got to tell this story real quick. Customer came by a little Hyundai from us.
Uh-huh.
This is funny. They drove all the way from the internet to look at a car at Lancaster. I don't know who the dealer was or where the car was at. They got there, looked at the car, no engine.
What?
Yep, that's exactly what I said. I said the exact same thing. What? I don't know. I don't know exactly. They just saw this car on the internet. And they drove all the way to Lancaster to a dealer look at it. And they get there, there's no engine to the car. I thought that was a good one. That was one of the best stories I've heard for a while. And they came back and bought a car from us.
Good.
We offered an engine.
Yeah. And some clear glass.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
So the internet buying, I mean, sometimes you're going to dealers, sometimes you go to, if there's a price on there for it, I don't know.
Why would a dealer even list a car that doesn't have an engine?
I have no idea. I have no idea. When those people told us that, I about died. I said, are you serious? I said, yeah, there was no engine in the car. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to sell the car without the engine.
Maybe.
You'd think, though, they'd put on there in parentheses,
Yeah, kind of like
no engine.
Doesn't run so good.
Yeah. Maybe they
Fred Flintstone.
I think what they put on there, extra quiet, runs great, can't hear it run.
Super quiet. Yeah.
So easy on gas, as long as you're rolling downhill.
As long as you're going downhill.
That's
problem.
That's the way I would have put it.
That's great. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, before we get on to anything else, God knows what we will, let's take a break and hit the weather forecast because it is looking gorgeous. Look at that weather forecast.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, some sunny skies today with highs around 84 degrees. Mostly clear overnight, lows around 58. Then tomorrow, just a hair warmer, mostly sunny, with highs around 85 degrees. And then by the time you get to the weekend, look at that. You have 87 degrees Friday, Saturday, and then 89 on Sunday.
That's got to be a mistake.
I know. We're like, where is this weather?
No rain and no cold weather.
That's right. And don't forget zip printing. If you do have that graduate coming up and you want to do some yard signs, banners, anything like that, you can visit yourtotalmedia.shop or, of course, zipprinting.carlsoncraft.com. or call 740-286-3023 and get hold of Zip Printing, and they can help you with all those signs and things for your graduate.
You know, I've seen some of those signs out in some of the yards.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, there's pretty cool signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the things
I never had a sign. Did you have a sign?
Nah, shoot, I was lucky to get the diploma.
Yeah, me too. No, they just gave it to you just so that you'd get
out the door.
Let's get this Carman guy out of here.
Get him out of here. Well, they told me halfway through the year, they said if I want to graduate, I had to calm down. Must have had a
calm down.
Calm down. So
were you weren't very studious, or did you?
Well, I was a decent student. I wasn't a great student, but you know, it's your senior year. You're having fun.
Definitely having fun.
Definitely, but I did calm down because I definitely wanted my diploma. I didn't want to redo it again.
They're like, not that we want you here, but you do need to come to school a little bit.
You know, that's something I didn't skip school a lot. You know, some of the kids that always like to skip school. I didn't mind going to school. I mean, there's just like anything.
Well, I never understood why you would skip school because all your friends are at school. So unless the whole class skips school, it's like, what's the point?
What's the point unless you're going to do something special? But you know,
now I will say there might have been a time or two where we ducked out of here early and went to like the Pizza Hut for lunch or something, and then came back.
That wouldn't be early.
But that wouldn't. I don't know. Is that technically skipping or just ducking out early? Is what I like to call it.
I'd call it being tardy.
Yes, something
just
like that.
Little late.
Or I was just a little late getting back from lunch.
At least the seniors this year can have some type of a decent, graduation compared to what it was last year. Everybody in a car driving down the line waving, which is kind of different. But
yeah, that's kind of sad.
I think Jackson. I'm not sure. Are they going to have theirs outside this year?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, which is great.
Weather permitting, and if not, the good news about Jackson is we have that ginormous field house and stuff, but still, tickets would be limited if graduation gets moved to the inside. So I think they're really hoping for
it's outside
for good weather.
And of course, I'm going to the Indy 500 here in 2 weeks, and
so that's going.
That is going. They got 40% of the people are going to be allowed to go.
How'd you get tickets then?
Well, our tickets are season tickets.
Okay.
Now, last year, the lady gets the tickets. She only got 3 tickets out of 5. But she said 2 tickets were one place and another ticket was another place. Well, that wasn't going to work.
Right.
So anyway, to make a long story short, they decided to cancel the people coming. The race ran. So this year, we got 5 tickets. We got 4 tickets. So I can. And I just went to Indy last weekend for the road race course. They had a really nice turnout for the race.
Good. So they keep people spread apart and all that, or is it just kind of like a free-for-all?
It's over 250,000 seats, so you didn't really have any problem finding seats or spread out between one another. But I think like a lot of people, they moved around. There was, people stuck together to their little section or whatever. But it was all cool. We wore our masks when we wore in, and we got up to our seat. We took them off.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't wear their masks. But and I think this year, you're supposed to wear, and they got hand cleaners and stuff like that, and things like that. But it's going to be nice to go back to the race this year. So I'm going to go to a Mika Model auction this weekend. They got over in Indianapolis Saturday. They got all the old cars running and stuff like that.
That's neat.
Oh, it's a lot of fun to go. It's just a one-day shop. We go. I don't buy anything. I just go with a couple friends. We go over, and it's just a big car show.
Yeah.
And usually Saturdays, all the most expensive cars going through, Ferraris and all the high-end
You're not going to come home with one, are you?
No. I'm out. I'm out on that.
Miss Sandy takes his wallet and checkbook and sends him on his way.
That one I'm not going to get. I mean, of course, when you got a lot of money like those people do that buy those cars, those Ferraris, what's amazing, they'll have a beautiful Ferrari that's got like 300 miles on it. And it's 10 years old. Now, seriously, me, if I got that kind of money, I'm going to drive that car a little bit.
Know.
I'm not going to put more than 100 miles or 200 miles on it. But it's a lot of fun. It's just it's over at the Indianapolis, over the Indiana State Fair. And they got, I think they run like 20,000 cars.
Holy moly.
Not that day. This is through the week. It's
a
whole week. So it's just a lot of fun to go to.
Well, good.
So if you're an old car, fanatic, and just like it's just a big car show. It's like $35 to go inside, and it's just really a lot of fun. You can watch the cars go through, just like they do on TV. Just don't hold your hand or blink.
Right. Don't twitch at all. Yeah. Do not move a muscle.
Don't move your hand up like that. You might be going, oh my God. One of the big auction joke was this has been a long time ago. Is the Mannheim Auto Auction. They had this beautiful Ford truck going through the sale, and this guy started bidding on it, and the truck, I don't know, probably $10,000-$20,000 truck, it got up to $35,000 or $40,000, and this guy kept bidding on it. They told him, I said, okay, sold $35,000. He goes, oh no, he's a foreigner. He goes, $3,500. He goes, no, that was $35,000. So what they did,
what did they do?
They called the sheriff over and said, they sent him out. That was funny. I was there because we were thinking, why is that guy nuts or what? What's
like,
going
what
on?
is he doing?
It's crazy. Crazy.
Oh no!
Didn't know what he was doing. $3,500 in a foreign language, and I said, that ain't gonna work.
Oh, poor dude.
Oh God!
And then he got tossed out on top of it.
He got tossed.
So what do they do in that case? Do they re-auction the vehicle?
Yeah,
or
they just
rerun it.
Yeah, rerun it, and it sold for a lot less than that.
Yeah, I'll bet. It's tainted now.
It's tainted. Oh, you just see crazy stuff like that in the car business and stuff like that. Crazy. But it's been crazy right now. Like I said, with the car shortage and stuff like that. But we've been still getting a lot of good, clean, low mileage cars.
Good.
And there's a lot of new
Get
car.
them while the getting's good.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I got a couple of really nice Buick LaCrosses with low miles, like 2010 with 65,000 miles.
Those Buicks are super nice now. They've
real,
got like they're loaded with stuff.
Super nice. And
yeah.
Got a really nice Ford Explorer limited in. We just bought it. It's not even on the internet site yet. We just bought it. It was 79,000 miles on it. So like a real pretty off-white with tan leather interior.
Nice.
Third seat, got the captain chairs. Then we got a Suburban in, 2015 Suburban.
I think I saw that out there.
The black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting
And
out.
got, what else do I bought a Corvette. I do have an '08 Corvette. We're getting ready to get service, get it, put it on lock convertible. You look at that. You and Jamie need a play toy. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I like how he does you'd look good in that. How many cars now, James, would I look good in since he's been here?
I mean, there's been a few just today.
It's just
my favorite color, and
I got you down, girl. Hey, look at this. Oh, that's you right there, baby.
Well, I don't know. I think he probably ought to sell you one of those vans, and then you can put another wrap on it with the 6 Cents logo on it.
Well, he's been working on that too.
I know.
Well, the other thing, you could get a 12-passenger van, and just think about it, you could become actually, we had somebody come from Maryland last weekend and bought a 12-passenger van from us.
No way. All the way from Maryland?
All the way from Maryland. Drove 6 hours.
Is it the red one?
No, it was blue. Well, we sold the red one too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I don't know where they came from.
That was pretty, that red one.
Yeah, that red one was really pretty.
I was looking at that the other day.
The blue ones, I think they had 6 kids, and that's why they came for the van. It was low mileage, like 38,000 miles, and everything they were looking for.
Wow.
And he called us off our internet site and wanted to make sure he had. My son sent him some more pictures on the internet, and he goes, okay, I'll be there. He said, I'll see you the next morning. Well, I showed up that night, and my son met him at the office, and he came in. He said, I like it. Let's do it. So.
Isn't that crazy? And I mean, I'm sure they're driving from Maryland thinking, where am I going? To Jackson, Ohio. Where's that?
Well, it's a lot of people drive a lot of places anymore from. We sold
do.
cars out in Utah and California, and your dad's old car, we sold it to somebody out in, it was either California, the 442.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sold that out west to
Yeah,
somebody.
that's right.
Yeah, we sold to some guy out west, and that was, so anymore the internet sales, it's amazing. If you're looking for certain cars, we got a lot of people buy off the internet.
Well, geography isn't a problem anymore. It used to be, you
Yeah.
just bought within your local area, but now the internet has opened up the world to
everything.
Yeah.
Parts, service, parts and closed. Well, look at all the shopping centers.
Yeah.
They're all going barren.
I hate
And
it.
I hate that.
Boy, would you hate to own a mall right now? Like the actual physical building?
Oh, my God. Tuttle Mall, I guess, they filed bankruptcy here not too long ago.
So sad.
It is sad. Now, it used to be one of the top-notch malls around, and still a nice mall. I mean, I think they still have some stores there, but here again, I haven't been there for a while.
One of the saddest things ever is the city center.
Oh, yeah.
That was built and was the premier mall anywhere, and then the next thing you know, it's torn down and now it's a grassy park.
Yep, for concerts. That place was in and out twice. Remember, they closed it down, then they remodeled it, opened it up again.
Yep. And then they tried to use it just for commercial space. I know there was a school in it at one point.
All kinds of stuff.
I mean, I don't know. And it was so convenient. The city center was so convenient for people like us that live down south, because you're not even really driving into Columbus.
No,
You're it's right there.
Right there.
So, but yeah, these malls are, they come and they go.
Oh, it's amazing. When I was went to Indianapolis, I passed a couple of them, Cincinnati, gone.
Although Jamie and I were driving from up north on Sunday, got onto 270 because we were way up north, so we were coming down south of Columbus around 270, and got caught in traffic on 270. He's like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's Sunday afternoon."
Yeah.
What's going on? It was the exit to Easton.
Oh, yeah.
Once we got past the exit, I mean, they were lined up for a mile to get off to Easton, and I'm like, oh, well, evidently Easton's not having a trouble, having customers.
Well, there and the one up north,
Polaris.
Yeah. Those are the two happening.
Yep.
I mean, but that's still a pretty good huff to go up there to shop, and
is.
the one.
Of course, IKEA helps too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traffic up through there.
As far as Easton, the only thing in the wintertime that'd be a tough place to shop because it's cold outside.
It's just never been my favorite because I can't find anything there.
Well,
I get lost.
Well,
is that weird?
I get mixed up because which side of the inside part you're on?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's they've built on the original Easton was X.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, and I know where that relates to the inside part. But then there's Y and Z now, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm at right now.
Well, I got my new glasses up there.
Yeah.
And we had the GPS to find out what street it was on. But there's two of them. There's one in Macy's, and the other one is the regular store.
Oh.
So there's two of them up there.
So you're like, I don't know.
So we found it, and the second time I went back, after the second or third time I went back up there, I got there to the point. But it's a little confusing up there, really. In some of the stores, you can walk all over the place.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a certain thing, whatever it may be.
Yep.
But
it gets rough.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff around there. You got Golf Galaxy, you got Dick's Sporting Goods. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff up there.
And maybe that's why. I mean, it's surrounded also the mall itself, but then you have tons and tons of restaurants and tons of stores across.
Yeah, they're all over
the way.
They're just like a big little circle.
So it is
there.
a big complex, I guess.
And Polaris is kind of like that, but I think it's more inside than it is outside. Unless you want to go to IKEA, which I don't want to go in that place. You're an IKEA person.
Oh, God.
It's
like a woman's dream.
Really? Project. Oh, I can see projects, honey. Jamie, I got a project here. We're going to do this to our house.
I will say that the first person of our household that went to IKEA was Jamie by himself.
Oh. What did he buy?
He scouted out for some furniture we were looking for. I had an appointment, and he said, well, I'll just go by myself and look around. So then he's, of course, texting me this place is insane. Oh, my God.
Well,
but he actually went and picked out stuff all on his own and then took me back, and we, looked around. Yeah. So anyway.
But, that's kind of a confusing place to a certain degree.
It's very confusing.
I've been in there a couple times, but it's like you got to go. You got to get the map. You got to read the map to find out what you're looking for.
We walk walked around twice and couldn't find. We're like, where is like the silverware and stuff? Yeah. And we walked around and we walked around and we walked around, and finally we were
walking
like
in circles.
We're walking in circles. And I'm like, I need to get like some pots and pans and some silverware and stuff. And I'm like, maybe they just don't have it in this store. And then we finally start to walk out the exit. We're like, oh God, there's a whole nother floor. Oh no. And I think his exact words were, oh no.
Well, that if you want to get some exercise, that's a good place to go.
For sure.
There is about anything and everything that you look up there.
There is, for sure.
It is crazy.
Well, hey, so how brave are you? Are you afraid of heights?
Oh, yes.
Me too. Terrified of heights.
I went to the Grand Canyon here this year. And did the walk on the skywalk. You ever did the skywalk at the Grand Canyon?
Not a chance.
Well, we went to Vegas. We decided we got to have to spend the day. We drove out to the Grand Canyon. So we go to the Grand Canyon. It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Not really that bad a drive out there, really. It's out of course, it's out in nowhere land. And the amazing thing about the Grand Canyon is absolutely gorgeous. But when you get up to it, there's no like rails.
You're just
doing that. And of course, I'm afraid of height, and I'm out. I'm out from the edge, and we were going to take a helicopter ride, but they were sold out that day. If you go in Vegas, they're $400 to fly out to Vegas and take you down, drive. If you go to the canyon itself,
drive there.
Yeah, drive there. It's only $200.
Right.
So really, it's a better deal.
Except for when it's sold out.
Yeah, when you're.
I talked to Sandy. She was very disappointed.
We were all kind of looking for it. Said, man, we're going to save a lot of money by doing this, and so the only thing they had going on was a skywalk, and I can't remember how much the skywalk cost. They said first we can't take our phones. We said, can't take our phones? What are you talking about? So we took our phones back and put them in the van.
Why can't you take your phone?
Well, because you're not allowed to take them on the skywalk. Well, the girl that sold us the package didn't do a very good job. So we get on the bus to truck us out to the place. And we get there, and everybody's got phones with them. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Everybody's got phones.
Yeah.
So what it is, they have a locker before you go out walk out on the sky thing. They got free lockers. Well, she didn't tell us they had free lockers, so you could put your.
So you left your phone back at the thing. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
So no Kodak moments. We ran into some guy, a really nice guy, took a picture of us while we were there, and he sent it to us there. But
that was nice.
But that was kind of a bummer because I could have taken a ton of pictures and stuff. But it's beautiful. But afraid of heights, I'm walking on that skywalk, and I'm kind of like moving slow and trying to get from.
Well, does it have a glass ceiling?
Oh, yeah, it's a glass.
Does it have a glass floor?
Yeah, glass floor.
All right, well, I've got one for you. Will you do this?
Fire away.
So in New York, and we talked about this yesterday, but James pulled up pictures, their scariest new tour attraction is an all-glass ascent into the sky. There it is. Would you or would you not get into this elevator? Now, mind you, this thing it goes 77 stories.
77 stories?
77 stories. It goes 1,210 feet into the air. And you are surrounded by nothing but glass. Even the floor is glass.
Look at the top of the New York State Building right there.
Yeah. So look at this building. So look how high you are. Would you or would you not ride in that elevator? And it's like a tourist attraction.
Wow.
I just don't know about that. Like here look at it from this angle. Like it's like you're just floating in air.
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
James, would you do it?
Yeah.
I might try 10 floors first.
I know. Could we just go up a couple and come back down?
Yeah.
Is there like the panic button?
So from this picture, it looks like it's just from this balcony up.
Yeah, that's what I looked at. But you see,
so if it was like on the outside of the building all the way, I think that would be a lot scarier than this.
Those
this
two
feels
elevators
like, you're only going to fall down to that balcony.
So you're only going to fall,
Doesn't seem that
50
bad.
stories instead of 77. It's all right.
Well, just like when I was
No,
on the
thank
skywalk walking on the floor, that was the weirdest feeling.
Because it's glass, right?
Yeah, it's
and
glass.
you're thinking, how is glass supporting all these people?
But they say that is steady. I mean, there's no way it's going to fall. But, maybe if I wasn't the
Have
only
you ever
guy.
shattered glass? I have. I don't believe it.
But I think over in China they have a skywalk like that. But they mess with you. When you walk on it, it starts cracking.
Nuh-uh.
They showed evidently. I don't know if the whole thing does or it's just one section of it. But when you walk on it, it just shoots out lines like it's cracking.
Oh no,
Now
that'd be the end of me.
That one would freak me out.
Yeah, no. Now, if you knew it was gonna happen, you'd be like, oh, there it is. Yep. But
well, I'm sure you do. But I just saw pictures of this. They were showing somebody walking and just like cracking. I'm thinking, wow. I don't know. I'd be interested. I'd have to.
I had to be drinking or something.
I'd have a stiff drink before I got on.
Yeah, probably.
Well, when I got on the skywalk, I mean, I was nervous. But if I'd have took my time and breathed in a little bit, because I'm afraid of heights. But everybody affects it differently. And most of them, there's other people, hell, they act like it was nothing. Hell, there was some people walking over, looking over the side. I'm thinking they had, I forget they said they had 14 people had fallen by doing this.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
Taking pictures of yourself now.
How about this one?
Wow.
What?
That's in China. I don't know if that's the one Mark was talking about.
Oh.
That means very possible.
Number one, how did they build that?
It's a good question. That's a really good question.
Number two, there is not a chance in Hades that this girl would even step foot on that.
Well, the good thing about you got water down below.
I don't know if that's water or not.
I see a lot of rocks.
Well, yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe that's green grass.
I think that's trees.
Yeah, that is trees.
Like
You're right.
far down that you can't tell that they're trees.
At least you could trees stop you.
I don't even know, how can you breathe up that high? Yeah, at least you fall into the tree first. It'd break your fall.
Yeah, it'd break your fall.
I mean, you fell off that, it'd be like 5 minutes before you hit the ground.
Can you imagine that? Yeah.
No.
I'm out. Like I say, life's important to me. I don't want to go that way. Be like in a dream.
I know. We've all done that.
Say the S word. Longest time you'd ever say it. Oh my! Well, no, that's a pretty good little tourist attraction. Like I say, the Skywalker's pretty cool. That one, both of those you just showed me. That's in New York. That one.
So the elevator one is in New York.
Now, what's it cost? Does it have a price on what it costs?
It didn't. It said no. It's at one Vanderbilt Plaza or whatever.
That's the name of the building.
The building is one Vanderbilt. It's a $3.3 billion development.
Wow.
1.7 million square foot office tower, and it does not say
the cost.
It just gives you the fully transparent skyboxes jut out from the building and give visitors the experience of hanging 1,063 feet above Manhattan.
Wow. It'd be pretty interesting, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't say how much it costs to go up there, but here I found how much it costs to build. Do you want to take a guess at that?
I mean,
how much was it?
$3.3 billion.
Yeah.
3.3 billion. Wow.
$3.3 billion. And if you make it to the top, you can retire to the outdoor terrace bar, which is the highest urban outdoor alpine meadow in the world.
Out.
No, thank you.
That building is 1.7 million square feet of office space.
Yeah.
Wow. I bet that's pretty expensive, I tell you. Of course, anything in New York's pretty expensive anyway.
I wonder if you work there, if you have to take the outside elevator.
Yeah, I wonder if you got your option.
I want the inside one where I can't see how far I'm going to fall.
Dark walls. That's for sure.
Oh, elevators are funny anyway. So, let's see.
Got a couple of things real quick. Got a couple things. The Qantas has a couple
Yes.
things coming on. We're going to have we are going to have a golf outing, which is July 11th, which is a Sunday. It's going to be a Sunday afternoon tournament. We're working on the flyers and all the information on that.
Okay.
So that's I'll come back on the show and give you
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
quick on that. And also they're running on the 5K run they're going to have this year too.
Okay. Well, actually run it, not virtual this year.
So that's that information. They're working on that. That's going to be happening in the fall. So that's definitely going to be happening, and the Qantas is going to be running that. So
very good.
A couple of good things going on there, and I'm glad to get back outside for the golf tournament. And golf last year was just amazing for the pandemic. I mean, that was the hottest thing going. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, everybody got playing golf, which is good because you couldn't do anything else.
Right. It's at least a thing where you can do it outside and not be on top of each other and
it's exactly have a good
spread
time.
out.
But I got a couple of those things. I'll come back on the show when it gets going on that. But I know we're winding down on time. But hey, we're open Monday through Friday from 9 till 6, Saturday from 9 to 4. Got a great selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Our service department's open from 9 to 5.
Yep.
And if you need any service, oil changes, brake jobs, things like that, just give us a call and ask for Remy. And like I say, we service what we sell. And we got a lot of good cars and can buy extended warranties and all that stuff to have a little insurance when you leave, so it does pay.
And I think the main thing too is if you're not sure about whether or not you can afford a vehicle or what a vehicle that you can afford, please go out and talk to these guys, because I've talked to so many people that thought, because you do have an alternative financing program.
Yeah, we got alternative financing.
So if you've had
bad credit,
some hiccups in your credit or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've talked with so many people that have been like, oh yeah, we went out there because we knew they have that alternative financing, and we thought that but we ended up getting it done conventional, just in a normal everyday loan, and you were able to help them do that. So
the good thing, we're not
you never know.
Yeah, we're not a buy here, pay here. So the buy here, pay here is good for those people that's what you want to do. But the good thing about the alternative financing, you're paying a little higher interest, true, but you're getting your credit reestablished.
You're rebuilding your credit.
Actually, believe it or not, yesterday we had somebody do an alternative credit about a year or two ago. They came in yesterday. We sold another vehicle and got them the lower rate.
That's what the whole point is. That's exactly so good.
That was this lady came in and
that's how it's supposed to work.
It worked perfect. She says, told Chris, she's bought several cars out of Chris. She says, and Chris got her down at one of the local banks. So saved her a lot of money on interest. Her payment went down. She was tickled to death.
Good.
So that's one good thing. We got a lot of things going on, and if we don't have what you're looking for exactly, let us know and we can hunt for it. Had a guy looking for a blue. I'm looking for a guy for a blue Chevy pickup. Now, you think you could buy a blue Chevy pickup?
Shouldn't be a hard thing to find, right?
All right, it is. A lot of red, a lot of silver, a lot of black, a lot of white, but not too much blue out there.
Gotcha.
Oh, well. But anyway, make sure you stop out and see us, and let's make you a deal.
There
and
you
bring
go.
your trade-ins, too. We want your trades.
Absolutely. And bring that letter of about your vehicle.
Yeah. Like I said, we got
the owner's letter.
Yeah, the owner's letter. If not, like I said, we got the good thing going on right now. We'll be starting next week sometime, the Carfax.
No, that's a good deal.
That's a really good deal. And it's free. And, like the guy was telling me when I was talking to him yesterday, said the average individual, they just call to get a Carfax in a car. You know how much it is?
How much?
$40. That's
wow.
$40.
So you're getting a $40 value for free.
For free. And the good thing is, if you got a car on the internet and you're looking on our site, you can pull the Carfax on it right there. Or you can ask us when you get there. So that's the nice thing about it.
You got it.
So and if it has a ding on it, it'll tell you whether it's a light fender ding has been fixed or whatever it may be. So
hail damage, any of that stuff.
Yeah, hail damage too. That was another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, the hail damage too.
Hey, I'm here for you.
Hey, you're good, girl. You're good.
All right. Well, Mark, thank you so much for spending the day with us.
Loved it.
It's always so much fun talking to you.
Hey, we always have a good time.
We do.
We always have a good time.
Do, for sure. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. And let's see, tomorrow is what? Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Golf
Woo!
day. Auction day. Sunday.
All right. So have a great day. Enjoy that awesome sunshine, some warm temperatures out there. I'm going to go plant some flowers at the restaurant, I think. So.
Don't forget to put your suntan lotion.
Yeah, and I have my sunscreen in my purse.
I was going to say, because
Yep.
you're going to
'Cause
burn.
we are.
Yours about as light as you can get.
Yeah. I said, I joked to James, I said, yeah, I went over to the Ulta to buy some makeup the other day. I asked him if they had the transparent color. Just see through. That's
Well,
me.
Next time we come, we'll have to see. We'll compare. Well,
Yeah. No, you got.
I'm just a little bit, not much. We'll see what happens when I come back next time. See how
All
much
right.
you've improved.
I'll work on it.
See if you're ghostly when I see you next time.
I'm sure I will be. Well, have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much. Do wear your sunscreen if you're out and about, because those temperatures are going. That sun's going to be pretty intense today. So we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.